Sudden shakeups in the race for California governor are renewing conversations around the state's top two primary system. The current candidates include Republicans Chad Bianco and Steve Hilton, as well as Democrats Javier Becerra, Matt Mahan, Katie Porter, Tom Steyer, Tony Thurmond, and Antonio Villaraigosa. ABC 7 Eyewitness News political reporter Monica Madden is here with the latest on this. Monica.
Dan and Amma, it's really been a whirlwind. Not even 2 weeks ago, Eric Swalwell was emerging as the Democratic frontrunner before sexual assault allegations forced him to drop out. And San Francisco's Betty Yee also bowed out of the race yesterday and just announced her endorsement of Tom Steyer. But her exit came with criticism, saying the state's top two primary system is rewarding popularity over competency. In her exit from the California race for governor, former State Controller Betty Yee is blaming the failures of the system, not her ground game.
Competence and experience was not going to help us win this.
It follows recent seismic shifts in what's been a slow race. Polls were showing the two Republicans winning the most support, leading to party pressure on the lower polling Democrats to drop out. And then the top polling Democrat ended his campaign amid scandal, all forcing a scramble of Democratic political players to coalesce around a winning candidate.
How much do you think that has impacted where we are today?
When you have polls that are solely for the purpose of narrowing the field and you're in single digits, and every subsequent poll shows that you're in single digits, that has an effect on donors about your viability.
The top two jungle primary, in her words, created an environment where donors rewarded polling instead of qualifications. Do you think that's a fair criticism?
There's a lot of things wrong with the political system that doesn't reward someone like Betty Yee, but I don't know that the top two primary had much to do with her fate in this election.
California's top two primary system is relatively new and rare.
The top two primary system was created in order to try to strengthen the political center in state politics.
But in this crowded primary, politicos say there will always be efforts to consolidate support, with Democrat Javier Becerra getting a boost in the aftermath.
Most people who looked at this race when Swalwell exited, they expected Steyer and Katie Porter, who in recent polling had shown to kind of be the second choice of most of the Swalwell voters. They expected those candidates to really kind of pop up their numbers, although their numbers have stayed pretty stable. And this Becerra surge is something that I don't think anybody really had on their radar.
And even with former HHS Secretary Javier Becerra's surge, don't count out the other candidates still polling in those lower numbers. Becerra wasn't really able to break through the single digits in many of these public polls, and we're still seeing a lot of movement in terms of endorsements shifting, donors coalescing, and polls that drive some of these decisions. Dan?